just between yesterday and today, make almost 1,000 pips, if not more than 1,000 pips, trading boom, crash, jump for VIX 75. Guys, I'm going to share with you this strategy. This is one of my best strategy ever. Just imagine catching this move, and it moved from here. These indices, I predicted this boom, it moved from here to here. Just imagine that. And when it reached here, I also predicted this move. And there's a trade that we are currently in. That trade is running, guys. This trade is running, and it's giving us a lot of profit. This trade is already currently above 600 pips as we speak right now. Guys, I'm going to share with you this strategy. Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kingsley from Forex Trading with Kingsley. Today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys powerful strategy. This is crash 1000. As you can see, you realize from the H4 that price has been moving in an uptrend. Okay, price has been moving in an uptrend. So from here, price formed the high and it created a new high here, which is the 8. So it came back, and finally you see price closed below the previous higher low here, which is a concept I've explained in this channel, and I've told you guys the significance of price closing below the higher low in an uptrend. And when this happened, you see price close below the higher low, like in this situation, you come back, you know that price is going to pull back. So you identify a zones, you identify the various resistance zones that are up here. So you see these are the various supply zones that are identified. So I knew that price was going to move in one of these zones here. So you realize that there's something here like a heads and shoulders pattern. So I'm showing you the best way to trade the heads and shoulders pattern, where you will not be faked off by market makers and all those people who manipulate the market. So now you see that when price formed the head, it came then. This one was the first high that was created, and when it created a new high, it was like a new hit. So it reversed back and went back now to get the second touch. The second touch was now in this shoulder, which was like the second shoulder touch. All right, so from here now, I knew that price was going to pull down, because one of the reasons is that price has broken the previous higher low. All right, price has broken this was the previous higher low here, as you can see. And if price closed below the previous higher low, it is a significant that the trend might possibly be changing, and it starts pulling. You make sure that you identify the various zone. One thing that you have to understand in boom and crash pairs, there is a direction of spike. All right, if you go to crash, you go to boom, there's a particular way in which it sparks. So for crash 1000, it usually spikes but downwards. All right, crash 1000 spikes but downward. So if you are taking your trade based on the direction of the spike, you have a possibility of catching the spikes. That is why you can see that here I was able to catch the spikes. You see a little tick, you see ticks, and price spikes down. So entry with the direction of the spike is very important. All right, so one of the ways to identify it, I'm sharing you my secrets, guy, is to go to the 1 minute time frame. You see the direction of ticks. These are the direction of the ticks, and you see the spikes, the ticks, the spikes. So from here, you know that with these spikes, you know that the direction is the spike direction is downward, and we are trading with the direction of the spike. You have a good possibility, especially when you have to enter in good supply and demand zones. And when that happens, I always drop down to smaller time frame, and I look for particular type of setup in which I usually use. I'm sharing with my mentor students. I look for a particular way in which I catch the spike. That's why in most at times I'm able to catch spikes, and even with a very small account size, I can catch spike and make huge profit with a very small loss. All right, so just like you can see, let me share with you a little before we continue. Look at the profits that we have been making in the VIP group. All right, guys, look at this is the trade that we are currently in, the one I just showed you guys. You can see how we are able to catch these spikes. You can see the move. These are very big moves, guys. You can see how it is, and I've been able to catch this spike based on what I've been telling you. All right, so you can see we have made hundreds of pips just from this trade, and that is how we have been making profits from other trades as well. You can see we made profit yesterday. This was the initial prediction that I made for that trade. All right, yesterday, look at this pairs that we predicted, and they went just as we predicted. You can see yesterday we made above 300 pips on boom 500. You can see it here. plus 300 pips on TP1, TP2, TP3 hit and all of that. And I was able to predict this pairs based on what the strategies that I'm telling you. One of the ways in which you can easily get acquainted to this strategy is that you should subscribe to the VIP channel, because I share analysis on daily basis, and I analyze, I explain why we are going to take the trades the way they are taken. So you can see that we have these trades that are running currently, and we have the ones that we took, and we make sure that we maximize our profits. So you can see here what I've written post. You can see what I've written here in the group. There's a way you can learn faster and you make profits. You make profits faster than you were supposed to have. So if you are able to subscribe for our mentorship program, I'm going to take you one-on-one, and we are going to be having live video meetings where we'll teach you the strategies one-on-one. If you want to subscribe to the VIP channel where you'll be getting signals and chat analysis, don't hesitate, just check in this video's description below. You are going to see a WhatsApp number, you write, and then we are going to give you the necessary information that you need. So as of now, we'll only consider that this trend, this uptrend, will continue if price is not able to break this zone down, and if it moves and happens to break the resistance up. If price happens to break that high up and close above it, then the trend continues, because there will be a high possibility that price will go and comes back and retest and continue. If in situation where it breaks this zone, it close above this zone up here. All right, so far we have taken our trades. We are hoping, we know that price will likely make it to this down zone, but we have already locked our profits, guys. We have already locked profit in case anything happens, but for now we are anticipating a down move. But if price happens to break above all the way, we'll still continue making money, because we'll start looking for buy setups. Now this is boom 500. There's a video I made last time. I think the last video I made, I made this analysis, and this was a multiple time frame analysis. So I told you guys about how to do multiple time frame analysis. The video that I made, price was currently around here. I think price was still around here, and I told you guys that based on our multiple time frame analysis, this zone have been seen to be a strong demand zone, and price will likely move this way. And when price hit this zone, it will likely move up, and when price move up, it's going to reach here and react. Like I told you guys in the video, price was still around here, but I had to do my, because of my multiple time frame analysis, this line was here, and by then price has not yet make it to this zone. And because I told you guys that price was going to reach here and it was going to react this way, because these zones have been traced already from bigger time frames, and that is exactly what happened. That's why I was able to predict that as price gets here, it was going to move this way, and that is exactly what happened. And one of the secret is analyzing from higher time frame, doing multiple time frame analysis, knowing the general trend of the market, knowing where a supply and demand zone is. And as I said, a supply zone that is drawn from higher time frame like the G1, the H4, is stronger than that in a smaller time frame like 30-minute or the 1 hour time frame. So if you look at it critically, you are going to realize that this zone was a strong supply zone. You can see how price has reacted to this zone a couple of times. So when you are trading, you already know, you go to higher time frame, you already know zones that are strong supply and strong demand zones. From there, now you now drop to your smaller time frames, where you now be identifying patterns. All right, you can identify patterns, and then you enter. Like here, you now start looking for ways in which you can jump in. So there's another pair that I did analysis on, that was jump 25. All right, jump 25. I've been riding this pair for weeks, guys. I've been predicting this pair for weeks now, and for those who have been following my analysis in this channel, you realize that we have been able to make price was still around here. And remember the time I told you guys we made hundreds of pips from these moves here, and that's how price has continued moving. One of the secrets is that we went to higher time frame, we did our higher multiple time frame analysis. You can see how we connected the channels from a higher time frame. This was the H4 time frame, and we had to connect this horizontal support and demand zones. If you have not watched that video, I'll urge you to go back and then you watch the video and you see how to do multiple time frame analysis. Now from our smaller time frames, that is where we now start taking our trades. We now start considering patterns. If you look at here, you are going to see heads and shoulders pattern here. All right, this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and it happened just around the area where our H4 trend line is running, our horizontal support is running. and this horizontal support and trend line have been drawn from higher time frame, like I told you guys. So I already knew that from what happened, price was going to move this way. It was in the VIP group, and I posted this trade. I told them that when price will break through this neckline, it's going to move this way, and that's exactly what happened, because I've already done my analysis. So you see how simple it is, guys. Thank you for watching. Please, if you are new to the channel, just click on that like button, click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, so that whenever we post a new video, you are going to get notified. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.